Hi guys, Brendan Albert here from NCSA Football. Reaching out to my quarterbacks, talk about good skills video. When should we use skills video? Well, the couple times you should use good skills video is in the absence of missing game film, maybe in a situation where we didn't have the opportunity to get to a school's camp, and or just in the off season to show college coaches that we've been getting to work and improve our skill set. Now, our skills video that I'm going to recommend and show you some great drills today to try to duplicate is going to show three major things. First, it's going to show your pocket movement skills. Next, we're going to talk a little about the importance of throwing on platform. And finally, we're going to show a nice variation of you being able to throw the ball to multiple routes all over the yard here today. Ideally, good skills video, guys, is going to be about 2 to 4 minutes in length, and it's going to show you doing each drill multiple times in a row. This is going to show college coach that you are a consistent quarterback, which, as we know as a quarterback, is absolutely critical. So first, let's go ahead and let's start with the 12 cone drill, which is going to be a great drill for us to talk a little more about our pocket movement skills. So the 12 cone drill is up first here. 12 cone drill. First thing we're going to need, guys, is we're going to need a helper to work the camera or the tripod. Ideally, we'll have a tripod, and this tripod or your teammate who's working the camera is going to show your entire body. From the top of your head needs to show all the way down to your tippy toes here. Very, very important for our drill today, because this drill today is going to talk a little more about the importance here, guys, of showing our ability to move through the pocket. Now, once we get into this, guys, our drill is going to show us taking our drop, and then after we take our drop, it's going to show us working through the pocket with our back foot leading through each of these individual drills. So let's take a quick peek here at how this student athlete performs. As you'll notice, guys, they get to the top of their drop, and now for us as a right-handed quarterback, our right foot is going to be in the back. Now what we're going to notice here is we're going to lead through our pocket, kind of like in a zigzag-like motion with our back foot leading and our front foot stepping and replacing to move us through the pocket. What I really like about this student athlete, he does a good job of not rocking the ball back and forth all crazy. He keeps his shoulders at a nice low pace here, keeps his eyes downfield, doesn't backpedal, doesn't cross his feet. And then once he gets to the top of this drill, he ends with a nice little burst. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the exact same drill, but we're just going to start on the opposite side. So same idea here, getting through our drop, but now we're stepping forward with our first step, then we're moving up, zigzagging our way through the drill. Again, balls low, not rocking, ending with a burst. Now, I'm a big believer, guys, we want to end every drill with a bang. We want to end this drill with a wow kind of moment for a college coach. So here's how we're going to do this. We're going to do this twice. Same idea. We're going to do it on each side of the drill. It's going to look the exact same in that we're going to work through the drill with the back foot leading through the cones. The only difference now is once we get to the top, instead of us bursting and running straight ahead, we're now going to reverse out and make a throw on the run. If you guys have a second helper, great. The second helper can catch the football for you. If you don't, it is okay. You do not have to make the throw here. But in a perfect case scenario, you would have a second helper to catch the ball here. So same idea here, working his way through the cones. Again, not backpedaling through this drill, leading with his back foot, not crossing over, gets to the top, all of a sudden, bang, reverses out, and then he's going to make a good throw on the run here. So now that we've gone ahead and we've shown our ability to make pocket movement, now it's time for us to add the pocket movement, but now show we can coach that we can throw on platform. So when we get to our next drill here, our next drill, ideally, we're going to have 3 helpers now. Now let's talk about the importance, because not all of us are going to have 3 helpers. So the number one most important helper is going to be the person working the camera. Person working the camera, same idea. We want to be able to see your toes all the way to the top of your head. So the frame has to show your entire body here. Second most important helper is going to be the coach who's going to spot up and catch for you here. Now, ideally, this person, we're going to have them move around a little bit. We don't have to have them run routes, but we're going to have them spot up as if they are in different situations. A good kind of rule of thumb is you want to have this person spot up in at least 5 different locations. So these locations could be the flat, could be a quick out, could be a slant, could be a go, could be a comeback, but at least 5 different locations so that you can show college coaches that you can throw the ball to multiple routes all over the field. The third helper is going to be the coach who's going to snap the ball to you, and then in this scenario is also going to move you. So what we're going to do now is the coach is going to move us. He might say forward, he might say back, he might say left, he might say right, Then he might give a clap, and that's when it's time for us to throw the ball to our second most important helper here. If we don't have that third helper, that's okay. Your receiver down the line, he can say forward, he can say back, he could say left, he could say right. He could move you as well. Now, just like we did with the 12-cone drill, the back foot's going to lead us. We're not going to be backpedaling. We're not going to be running forward. We're not going to be backpedaling. We're taking that right foot. We're stepping forward. We're stepping back. We're stepping left. We're stepping right, all of that right foot. And again, all we're doing is we're taking what we did in the 12-cone drill, and now we're adding on top of it the ability to make throws on platform. Key thing about this drill is you're moving. When the coach snaps and gives you time to throw the ball, get your feet set. It's important, guys. Don't be in a hurry to just go out and throw it. That's not the point of this drill. The drill is not to see how quick you can get the ball out. The drill here's purpose is to show that you can get your feet set. After you've had to move off platform, get your feet reset, and then throw a good strike of the football. Like I talked about earlier here, we want to show our ability to throw the ball to multiple different locations on the field. So again, we might show the out, we might show the go, we might show the comeback, we might show the slant, we might show the flat. We want to show variation. We also want to show variation in our drop. So 3-step drop, 5-step drop, in the gun, under center, under a rollout situation. You want to show your ability that you can make these throws in all different types of situations, because we know as a quarterback, we next to never get a perfect situation for us to make a good throw. Now the next drill we're going to show is going to call the backside flat. Now for us as a right-handed quarterback, this will be our left. If we're a right-handed quarterback, if a left-handed quarterback, it'll be our right. Same idea here, perfect case scenario. You want to have 3 helpers. Again, same person working the camera, showing the top of your head all the way down to your tippy toes. Second helper is going to be the person catching the football for you. Third and optional helper is going to be the person snapping the football to you. In this drill, what we're going to do is we're going to work on a 3-step drop. Then we're going to work on a 5-step drop. I'm going to show you the 3-step look today. And what this quarterback's going to do is he's going to take his drop, but he's not going to cheat. What I mean by that, he's going to keep his eyes forward. He's not going to start drifting, looking backside. He's going to keep his eyes dead ahead. And then once he gets to the top of his drop, that's when his eyes are going to get around. Then he's going to have to snap, get his shoulders, get his knees, get his hips all the way around. So let's take a peek at how this quarterback does. I love right away. First step, eyes still downhill. Second step, eyes still downhill. Third step now. Okay, now this quarterback gets his eyes around. Now it's time for him to get a good snap of the wrist and the elbow, get his shoulders, get his knees, get his hips around to throw the ball. And you know what? Sometimes this happens, guys. Sometimes we airmail one. It happens. So this is why I talk about consistency. This is why we want to show multiple reps, to show coaches that we have the ability, if we make a mistake, to get it fixed right away. That's really important for us as a quarterback, to show the ability that we can fix things on the fly. After that, just a whole bunch of variety of spot throws here. We don't necessarily need these to be on movement. This can be in a perfect type situation where we just take our 3-step or our 5-step or our step out of the gun, and we're just making throws all over types of receivers. So that second volunteer, the receiver who's going to help out for us, just have them move around a little bit, have them go stand 20 yards downfield as if they're running a go, have them stand about 6 to 7 yards if maybe they're running a slant, have them stand about 15 yards as if they're running an in route or an out route. But again, all we're doing here is just showing our ability to get a good drop and be able to make a nice smooth throw here. In this drill, you want to show consistency, so it's a really good idea to show probably back-to-back throws of receivers at the exact same spot. So this way you can show a college coach, bang, bang, you are consistent. You're always throwing the go the exact same way. You're always throwing the slant the exact same way, etc. This way college coaches get a clear idea of what type of consistency you have with your skill set. Now, don't worry, guys. If we don't have the best receiver in the world, if they drop the ball, it's okay. They don't have to catch every single one. College coaches know they're looking at you, not at that receiver out there for you. If you guys want to add a couple different variations as well and you want to add some movement stuff in here, you certainly can. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad idea to eventually. But in our variety of our spot drops, the big thing that we're showing here is our consistent ability to take a good drop and make sure we can throw the ball to multiple different type of positions where the receivers might be. Guys, I hope you took something away from this, so it's time for us to recap. So in our drills today, we talked about a couple different things. First and foremost, we talked about pocket movement drills. That's what we showed in that 12-cone drill. We showed the ability for us to move around in the pocket. Next, we talked about throwing on platform. That was that drill we saw where coach is moving us forwards, backwards, left, and right, clapping his hands. We're resetting our feet and then throwing the football. And then finally, we went ahead and we showed the ability to throw multiple different routes here all over the yard. Quick reminder, guys, don't forget, you want this highlight video to be about 2 to 4 minutes in length, and you want to show consistency, meaning we want to run drills multiple times in a row. That way a college coach can see you are a consistent quarterback and you're always accurate. That's all for now, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care.